Over here, and kind of like our corner, the kids love to play on the floor in this corner over here because they can see out the balcony and be kind of out of the way, is our recycling bin, where I keep like boxes and yarn and just different bits of stuff that they can make things out of, and then tools and things for Play-Doh and clay, salt dough, all that kind of stuff that Gaius loves to play with. And then up here is this is our main, I hate that there's a mirror there. This is our main homeschool bookcase. So up here we have our snap circuits, and above it is a set that is, it's a little bit simpler for Gaius to put together. It doesn't have the little tiny pieces. It has simpler ideas of the circuit that you put together. These are all books that the kids have read, and so they're just kind of sitting up here for now. These over here we have coloring books, workbooks, our No Fear Shakespeare, which we're slowly collecting, books for writing. This one was for our New Zealand study, Hideous and Hilarious Historical Stories from New Zealand. We have our Korean workbook that Raven's working through with her tutor. Her tutor through Skype. Dinah has a Korean book that came with a CD that she likes to listen to. And just general, you know, things that they like to get out and draw, color, just busy things. These are my planning binders where I keep our unit study sheets, our reading lists, and that kind of stuff. This shelf is mainly parts and pieces to Gundam, a little tiny Minecraft Lego set that the kids did not want to lose the pieces in our giant bucket of Legos, and souvenirs that I've bought for family from Korea that I'm going to send home. This is mainly paint, tape, and craft supplies, art supplies. Our chalk pastels are down here and here. This is nice watercolor paper for painting and watercolor pencils. This is Raven's bamboo tablet that she uses to make graphic art with. You plug it into the computer. It has a little pin and it's a tablet you can write on and then create graphics with. Down here we have all of our notebooking binders, our art portfolios. This is all art stuff that they've made. This is Raven's art portfolio that we got this binder that she could color in with Sharpie markers, and she's keeping all of her best artwork in there for a portfolio, for, you know, to say that she worked on improving her art skills this year. Printer paper, cardstock, our 3-hole puncher, photos of our travels here in Korea that the kids are going to put into their notebook. This is just more craft supplies, scissors, crayons, random stuff, more random stuff, origami, tape, pencils, who knows. This is our organized school supplies, crayons, colored pencils, and markers, separated in their own separate bins. Those are our like nice sets that I want to keep separated and don't want it to be thrown all over the house. Down here we have our Life of Fred books that the kids like to read. We have our Poetry for Young People series that I love. It has great illustrations and then poems by the different famous poets. These are yoga and meditation books that I won from a giveaway that I've looked through, but I haven't done anything with them yet. But I plan to maybe do this, you know, sometime when the kids want to have something different to do. Kind of strew it, you know, like, oh hey, look, I got this in the mail. You want to try this out? These are Chester comics. They are comic books about history. Another series that I love, these are all the books that they read about the Civil War. So you go from slavery, to the Civil War, to the Western expansion, and then to the Reconstruction. So we bought those when we were back in Kansas. We have a poetry book about how to be a poet. And then Dinah found this at the PX. It's just a bedtime story book all about fairies. And then here are our Korea notebooks. Our regular notebooking binders were getting so big that we decided to put all of our experiences and about Korea in a separate notebook. So here's Dinah's, and here's Raven's, and here's some things that we were working on the other day, putting pictures about our trip to the palace, and then food that we've tried on the streets. And so we'll just, you know, put those on there the other day. And then this is just stuff I've printed out that I will strew for the kids, but didn't want to lose it, so I put it in its own binder. Just like fun little booklets and things that I find online and print out for them. So that is basically our main living area. And then Gaius found he got out in the recycling bin today and got masking tape and made some kind of contraption with scissors and masking tape. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks awesome. And then over here is our playroom. This is the room where I don't mind if the kids just go wild, because it's out of the way. No one's gonna be stepping on Legos or Zoobs or whatever they get out and play. And so this room gets organized. I come in here and clean up every once in a while, but this is where they can just kind of leave projects out and things that they have going on. And usually Gaius is the one that comes in here, builds a fort or plays Legos, and then the girls come in, you know, when he really gets them into playing something, he has to come in, ask them to come play. And there's his closet. And then Jay and I have closets for army stuff and adult, you know, not adult, but our books and everything that we want to save. And then we have a little bin of books in here for Gaius. He's really gotten into books lately, so he has his own bin of books. And then the girls' room has toys and books. Down there, over there's their room, there's my room. But they don't really stay in there a whole lot. They like to be out here. They like to be with the family and everything. So that is basically where we learn.